Relationship by Design, Parents Outside the Trap, Episode 97, Alternative Health Tools Podcast. My name's John Beathan. I'm from San Diego, here in the U.S. Now, Lisa's in the U.K., and it's my turn for an episode. So I've been working with Lon and Sandy Golnick from Relationship by Design for about a year and a half. They know more about relationship than anyone I've ever met in my gazillion years studying human potential and development. So one of my favorite takeaways from this work is this, that you can't fix a relationship because it's not broken, and that you probably just don't know what a relationship is. As you become aware of what a relationship is, things simply clear up. Now that's refreshing, and I'll say that doing their workshops, I found this to be absolutely useful and true. So in a short conversation here I had with them, it's only about 7 minutes long, I discovered that they've worked with families and parents previously to the work they're doing now. And what I bring you here today are some insights into being a parent. And this is not about parenting.
Yeah. Well, it might not be a bad idea to have a little conversation then about how it all...
We have a whole parent workshop.
How it all begins.
You have a whole parent workshop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we've got a parent workshop designed.
I have no doubt.
It's called Parents Outside the Trap.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about it?
Well, the parent trap is you have to raise your children in a certain way that's acceptable to your family, to society, to educational system, to whatever. That is to say, as a parent, there's a whole burden of expectations. You know, and psychology has, even in our view, has added to the burden because, you know, you now blame your parents or you blame your parents' parents. So it's kind of like, gosh, if you're, you got to be a good parent now. You got to do everything for your children, and you got to make sure that you don't do the wrong things. You got to do all the right. It's brutal.
There was a shift. See, it goes back fundamentally to what our work is about, which is what is a parent? And so we start in that place, you know, to reveal what a parent is. And it's very simple. It's very simple to be a source.
Well, actually, if you look it up in the dictionary.
To have a child.
It's one who has offspring.
Yeah.
So then you have to look up offspring. It's, you know, offspring is one with a parent. Like that.
And
so it's circular, but that's really all it is.
And then
to be a parent is to have a child.
And then
to be a successful parent is to have a child.
No, what we added though to parent is we added ing.
That was brutal.
And that shifted the entire focus. Parenting.
Got it.
And there is no limit.
It's an
unlimited responsibility.
What your job is and what you have to do. I mean, we watch it and you can see it, how each generation, you know, is caught up in improving, fixing, changing, etc. They're going to be better parents than their parents were for the most part. There are a few who want to be like their parents. Most of them want to be better. So you see that's an increase in this to now in the world that we live today, given there's all the fear as well. It's all the management, all the control, all the, you know, trying to protect them. So it shifted the whole thing from you gave birth to a child to now all of this other.
And how you have to appear as a parent.
Oh, yeah. You have to look good too.
You know, if you look at the scandal, it's right there.
Oh, the whole thing with the college was a part of that.
And we're actually being good parents by taking care of our children and making sure children, that
they turn out. That's why you see Heidi is entirely caught up in that whole thing with Bailey. There's no freedom to say, Bailey, this is your life. Work it out.
My job is over. My job was over 19 plus years ago. Now what we say in our parent workshop, if you wish, parent is over and done with. You're a parent.
You can be.
You can't not be a parent once you have the child, like that. Now, if you want to add some things, like you want to do some coaching, fine. If
you want to be a
do
guide,
some managing, you want to do some guiding,
a mentor.
But that's not parent. That's other stuff. And it's interesting. People walk out of the parent workshop like really free.
Free, honestly.
Because they've got their job done.
Yeah,
and then, of course, one of Sandy's favorites is, listen, maybe the job, if you want to add a job to a parent other than just having the offspring, how about adding the job called enjoy your children? That's not a bad job for a parent.
I would love
learn from your children.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you learned from your children today?
Yeah.
Good.
So anyway, we have a whole body of work.
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. We've been thinking a lot.
We did a vacation workshop around family. It's designing family, a game worth playing. And then we had the first family one was reinventing the heart and soul of family.
Yeah.
You know, we've been at this a while. I just,
we should
well, yeah, but part of the thing that came around with families, our families got very engaged in doing things and less engaged in exploring things. So, the kids were into sports on the weekend and they weren't available to do something on the weekend. And the parents were doing this and they were taking that workshop and they were doing this. So there was, with the dynamic of working with the whole family together became thwarted.
I remember when I grew up, Sunday was, most of the time was take a drive with the family.
Yeah.
That's true. It wasn't taking them off to sports. It wasn't like that. I mean, we did our sports and stuff like that, on Saturdays or on evenings or whatever.
After school.
But Sunday was family day.
Yeah. In my family, it's like what I fondly remember is dinner was at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your father gets home around 5 or 5:15 or whatever. We'll have dinner at 6. I mean, it didn't change much.
No.
And it was that consistency and it was consistency and knowing that there was something solid in it.
That's right.
And you didn't have to figure out what you wanted.
You dinner.
Just got to eat what was served.
Yes.
It was so simple.
Yes. And my mother was a great cook. She served everything. I ate everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Often twice.
No, it's really, and nowadays the parents are always asking their children, what do you want, honey? What do you want to eat? God. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want is probably the most
so the world revolves
question that you could actually ask anybody. People they don't know what they want. 2, wanting is a function of something missing. So it's, my obvious little thing is how many of you wanted a smartphone, 20 years ago? Why not? Why didn't you want one then? Well, it didn't exist. Well, your wanting is reactive in nature. It's not creative. So people, it's kind of like, oh, I want one of those. And
So a lot of that entitlement and deserving got built into the party too. And, the consideration for others got lost.
And then you get a little tense because you got to get everything ready to go to Cabos.
Of that,
you got to make sure you got everything packed just right and all of the things done so you don't look bad.
No, it's so that you'll have what you need. You're treading on rough territory there, Lon. Are you done with us?
Yes.
Did we give you all you needed for today and more?
For today.
And more.
Yeah.
God, we could have all kinds of conversations, couldn't we?